Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of our Forza content. I've been searching high and low for clips that I can use and I've seen where I can get them from, and I'll continue to pop them up on the channel here as well, including these today and a few more coming in the next few days as well. Of course, today is Le Mans, so I've been watching some of that today, and there was a terrible crash earlier Alan McNish was involved in. I'd have to say it was one of the worst crashes I've seen in Le Mans in many years, and it was yeah, I have to say it was a real moment when it happened, and it was good to see that he was brought safely out. Of course, Alan McNish has had a scan and he's okay, and we're happy to say that nobody in the crowd or the stewards were injured, or or worse either. I mean, it could have been a very nasty incident indeed. So it's a testament to the safety of the cars and to different safety regulations as well, that everybody walked away okay in what was a very unusual accident. Merely a racing incident. But elsewhere on our Forza news, we've been recording a few videos from the Forza party which took place, the launch party of Forza 4 over at E3. It was very loud music in there, so you will see some vibration on these shots. Here's a quick example. Okay, so that was pretty loud. I have to say, every time the music was beating, the camera would move. So on some of these shots, literally, I had to mute the audio because it was just so loud at times. You couldn't hear the game anyway. But let's check out these next few videos. Okay, so let's look at the first of a few videos I've been sent. This one here is going to be the Top Gear test track, and again, all of these are from the Forza 4 party that took place. But that was a great event. Loads of cars there. I'll have loads more video clips of that as well. Let's see now how this guy's getting on. A bit more power here in the Ferrari. I'm seeing he's using the racing line, so I'm assuming there's a few assists on here as well. Getting it wrong in the hammerhead here. And boom! They've got new tyres there to stop you cutting across it. Jonathan Ross won't be happy. So, the new wheel being used. I look forward to testing these new wheels out, of course. I found that the Porsche wheel was sort of very big and bulky and didn't really feel necessarily like a racing car. It was alright for the production cars, but not necessarily for a racy feel. Again here, past the tyres, always the fun section. Always like that section. And coming up to this tricky final couple of corners and getting it all wrong. And most people do actually. It's funny because you do have a very sort of thread the eye of the needle through that section. You know, it's hard carrying speed. You've got to turn earlier than you would expect, but you don't want to turn too early because then you have to correct it, and that means you're going to go off. Bit of wheel action here on this video. This chap we saw driving in the Subaru, I believe, on another video, and was very comfortable with it. He's moved into the Ferrari, and you can see there he's obviously turned off traction control, and he's got a lot more power there, and he's fighting the control to control the car, which is good to see. Again, it's difficult to gauge handling from these videos because they are just such short clips, and Forza's always looked great, but it's just that tactile feel of racing, so you can race close to other cars and you can understand what's happening all the time. Whereas I find, as I say, lap times in Forza I do find can be inconsistent sometimes. Now here we go with the what's it, a Dodge, whatever, and this lap's a little bit messy. So I actually edited it for you guys to look at, and of course coming to turn 1 there he went off the course, so I thought, well, you know what we'll do is we'll do it Top Gear style, and we'll whack in a few replay cams at appropriate times. Graphically it looks really nice, it does look good this time. I'm very keen on it, and as I say, learning the course, you want to get it in nice and tidy around these slow corners, and then get on the power on the exit. In this muscle car it's always going to be tricky because you're going to have to be early on the brakes, lots of understeer, really gradual on the power before putting your foot down. Otherwise the back end, as you can see here, a little bit of opposite lock, just stepping out as we go into this high speed section. And again, as I say, I have no idea what assists are turned on here or anything like that, so try not to gauge too much into the handling until some regular racing gamers play it. It's really difficult to gauge anything like that. I've got the whole tyres cam in here for you guys. There it is. Lovely. Woo, go the crowd. So down to this final corner again. It got a bit messy here, so I decided to. There was about 6 spins on the grass. I thought, no, we're not doing that. Oh, and I cut out the bit where it crashed and rolled at the hammerhead as well. That had to go. So it looked like a clean lap. Fantastic. So a clean lap from Forza, and then finally someone looks like the 458 Italia here. Just a very short clip I got sent. I get sent lots of little clips like that, but that's a little bit of action from Forza 4, and I'll bring more clips as I get them. Okay, so that was a mix of video content there. Very difficult to tell about the handling on these videos, you know, because people use assists, people don't use assists, you know, you don't know what the wheel's going to be like or anything like that. I mean, for me the wheel and pedals is very important, and, you know, how that comes across in the game, you know, it's a sort of feel of traction, if you like, and everything else. And as I say, I do have some outstanding questions with Forza as to how the handling has moved on. I perhaps was probably keener on Forza 1 handling than I have been on, say, Forza 2 and Forza 3. There's just something that they need to grasp there, but it certainly looks like a lot of fun. Much better feeling of speed, as some of you have seen on the videos, and I look forward to getting hands on myself. Elsewhere, of course, it's MotoGP weekend and Formula 1. I've just been watching the qualifying for that as well, so let's hope somebody can break up the Red Bulls. It's positive to see Ferrari in the mix. Very unusual. I wasn't expecting that. Massa, where did he get it from? Very unusual. And of course the McLaren seem to be struggling after very positive messages since Monaco. So it's funny how you can move from one race to another and the car just doesn't seem to be on the pace. But let's wait and see. There's talk of McLaren potentially having some sort of wet weather settings or whatever. So we'll see how it goes for the race for them tomorrow. But that's it for this Forza clip. I'm rambling now. I'll have loads more Forza coming for you soon, and every time there's a bit of news I'll be pumping it up on the channel as well. So that's it for now. See you soon.